Hey everybody, I'm Blitz. Welcome back to another episode of a game called Evolution. So you guys told me that you liked my car from the last video. Unfortunately, I've been messing around with it today, and well, it's not really working. It's starting to kind of crawl, as you can see on this one. I've tested a few different things out. I also check this out. I updated the game. Oh, if I could click on that one. There you go. And it shows the muscle contraction and expansion now, which is really neat. So expansion and contraction of muscles to help it walk and move. But I did get some really good tips on this car that I wanted to check out with you guys today. If we go back, and we kind of have like a bad case of a bunch of mess. So if we delete that and we go in and we kind of create two different wheels here. This was a good suggestion by some of you guys. If I create two different wheels and we combine all these bones together, make a little shell, we put a joint in the middle of these and we connect all of the spokes all the way around and around and around. So what we have here is basically a set of two different wheels. Now, something else I thought of doing, and what you guys suggested, is if I connect like that one there and then this one here, it'll understand where those are and it should pull back and forth. There it goes. See, it's stretching out and some of them are really starting to roll. Look at that. So they're trying to think. They're stretching out. They're going super far. Look at the fitness level up here. 49%. They're getting stretched really far. But what would happen if we put in a bone in the middle of these two? Now check it out. They're starting to roll already. On generation 1, some of them started to go. Okay, there they go. Oh. Let's just look at one at a time. And I might have put... So something else you want to do in this game is put it in a starting position, if that makes sense. And what's happening here is this is not a starting position. Maybe I should move the muscles. So if I move the muscles to back to like there, and then to this one to here, we're the opposite, and they're the same length. It could work. There it goes. See, some of them are starting to roll. Now, that's the first generation, so after a few of these, it should start working really well. So I've changed up my design just a little bit, made it a bit bigger, and it seems to be working. The vehicle is kind of choo-chooing along like a little train. I mean, the tires are rotating. The fitness level's really low, but it's not really doing too long. I've got this time set down to 5 seconds, but if I move this up to, say, 20, and we continue, then we'll see what happens here. So it goes, it chugs, chug. There we go. We're getting some that are starting to move. Oh, catching up and going forward. They're learning. It's learning. So we're on the 15th generation. Watch these things. So they're contracting. It's moving backwards a little bit. And then that red one contracts, and then the blue one needs to pull back now. You see that? That blue one, if the blue one pulls back, then I think it'll learn really well. But if we check out this map, almost every one of them look identical now. So that's kind of interesting. If it just thought, just for a second, that it needed to pull, see, it pulls back, and then we need to go forward. There you go, pulls around, and then this one needs to fire red. That one needs to fire red. No. And you guys have been wanting me to click on the brain, and I've been adding more neural net layers to this. So this one is 38 nodes, and it's starting to, it's doing all right. I was thinking about messing that up a little bit since this isn't, there's red. Come on, turn red. Contract. No. Oh, gets right at the end and it doesn't want to contract. So if I go back in, we can click the brain. And now maybe let's add, let's say 30 onto here. Oh, we're giving the tires a brain. We'll see if it'll work now. It might. I also thought about moving around these muscles just a bit because they're not smart enough right now. There we go. Okay, let's see what this does. I moved the muscles. It seems like some of them went right away. Look at this, like at first generation already. It's going. Oh, some of them are doing really well. Level 2, contract. Oh, I don't have the, oh, it is on. Why aren't they showing contractions and expansions? This is the one right here. Watch them go now. So some of them, yes, the leader. It's learned how to contract and expand and contract and expand. It's doing it. Okay, let's watch that one again. And roll. Contract. Expand, contract, contracting, expanding. It's learning. Oh, some of these are doing really well now. Fantastic. We've got a working vehicle. Ooh, they're going pretty fast too. Yes. Jug. Now I wonder what happens in like, say 30 evolutions. All right, we're at 21. Now I thought I'd wait till 30, but check this out. Every one of them is getting really close to the same thing. And it's keep on rolling. So now if we added the time, where's my mouse? If I add more time to this, say 30 seconds per generation, I think we're gonna get something that looks really cool. when we get to the next generation here. Okay, here we go. So generation 23, it's gonna keep going and going and going. Let's go see one at a time. Contract and expand, contract and expand. It's doing it, it's doing it. This might be the best, fastest, bestest traveler I've ever made in the game. I don't know, there's been some that have traveled faster. This is really cool though. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Now there's probably some that are better, and I think it'll get more refined if I give it more time. Now I have to say that this is kind of hypnotic in a way. Look at the way those things move. It kind of groups up and then it spins down again. Kind of like a helix, like a double helix. It's much more than a double helix. Look at them go, isn't that cool looking? Now these things are learning really, really well. And as it moves forward, some of them kind of break free. Maybe, yep, there we go. We're starting to break free a little bit at that top end. Look at that one in the back too. It's kind of hanging out, just waiting. It's gonna catch up now. Oh, nope, it ran out of time. Anyway, I think that's enough playing with the tires today. I do want to save this though. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. Maybe just tires. Tires O'Houlihan. Tires! Okay, and we're gonna play around with some of your other suggestions. Now, one thing you guys really liked was the random challenge. So let's try a random challenge again. Make some bones together, just randomize it a little bit. Ooh, okay, we'll do that. Let's do that one. And then there, and there, and there. How's that look? Let's connect you to there. Okay, muscles. Let's see, if I make, that's connected back. Let's connect this muscle kind of forward a few. I don't know how this will go, but it'll be fun. And then that one to there, and then this one down here and over to here. Okay. Wow, what is it? Oh, it's creeping. Some of them are creeping. Oh, that's weird. It's alive. It's alive. I like this end. It's got like that foot down there and it's just moving all weird and wonky. I think some of them might work. Oh, it's starting to kick. It's starting to kick now. All right, 43 generations in. It's not galloping like our horse in previous episodes. It's not even really doing anything cool besides just rolling. Fitness at 8%. It's just kind of a boring little weird thing. Meh. It was worth an attempt. It was worth an attempt. Now, there was a suggestion a while back to make a trebuchet. I don't know the best way to do this, but I'm gonna try. You better believe that I'm gonna try. What I think would be a good idea is make a nice little platform down below, so it has a little more weight down here, I guess. And I might just link all these together, so it has a good amount of weight in there. Okay, so next thing with the trebuchet is that they have like an apex point up top. We need to get that in the middle, and then we connect the bones here. All right, so is that even? Is that middle? Of course not. I need to move these over one, and then we'll move this over one, and then it's even. Okay, so with the trebuchet, we'd have to have a point over here, and we'd go through, all the way through here. The bone would come in, and then it would go out to about right here. Let's put in a point there, and that one doesn't look right, so let's move that one just a bit. It's still not right. Now it looks good. Okay, that one looks fine. So then there's a counterweight on top of this. So if we make a counterweight, it needs to be a ton of bones and then all connected, just so we get a lot of weight here. Now, so the question is, do we connect this down here? I think we probably should. And we don't need any muscles there. Now the hard part is how far can we fling? See, we need to connect these like pretty heavily. Man, that's gonna be weird. Those are gonna be connected. I don't know how I'm doing this. And then we have to create like we have to create like the rock down here, right? So if I connect all of these together and attach a muscle from, oh, that's not gonna work. So we're gonna have to make another little joint and a bone in between, because you can't connect those two. And then we'll have to create a muscle from here to the center. Well, that's good enough. And then we're probably gonna have to create a muscle there to there. All right, so that's technically the trebuchet. And it flipped itself over. What? Okay, well, it's working, except the ball's not getting picked up. It's tipping over. Oh, the trebuchet does not work right, as expected. Come here, click on the best of three. So the ball doesn't move. The thing does fling pretty heavily with the counterweight. Wow, that goes really, really fast. Okay, can I go back and just watch one? Yeah, see that? The whole arm picks up, but it doesn't pick up the rock. So if I delete this and then put in a bone connecting that to up here and evolving it, it still doesn't lift up the rock. Oh, that's sad. That's really sad. I have no idea how I could make this work. Ah, maybe. Let's put a bunch of muscles on here. Muscle. Okay, we'll start with that. Yep, of course not. Kind of wish I could take a muscle and like wrap it around a point, like your knee muscles would be. Let's try that. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Well, that's too bad. It was a good suggestion. If you guys want to see more weird suggestions, I'll definitely give it a try. All right, so I wanted to think today. We had that brain thing, right? We've already been messing with the brain a little bit. This is one of the default things called the spring. Now, if we put it into jumping, it works really, really well. Well, it should after a little bit of time. It doesn't work very well to begin with, but some of them make it jump really, really good. Now, its objective is to go vertical. So it wants to go vertical distance from the start. See, now they're starting to jump a little bit better, and it's starting to work, kind of. There, oh, horizontal distance. So that one got very close, but it's jumping pretty nice and tall. Now, I was thinking this kind of looks like a leg, right? If we were to change some things up, it kind of looks like a leg, sort of, maybe. If we put that back and then bring you in, it could be a kind of a leg. You have the foot, and then you have a kneecap here, and then you have like a hip, right? So if I deleted, well, if we kept that one and we just duplicated like so, and let's say we attached a muscle or a bone right there, and then we made some sort of triangle on top. Now, how's that look? Maybe. We'll see. Now, probably want to connect muscles from here to here as well, and evolve that. Oh, okay. Hey, one of them stood up. Oh, that's good. Now, their objective is entirely to try to jump, right? Maybe I gave it an extra joint that we didn't need in its body, right? Because, I mean, it's got knees and hips, and our hips don't expand. If they did, that'd be kind of weird. So maybe let's remove this top segment, connect that, and let's put in a joint up here, okay? Connect with bones, add muscles to here, and let's see what happens. Hey, so one of them stood up. Now, this is on the jumping as well. Now, every one of them falls over. If they fall over, you probably just want to start over because they're not going to learn. They're going to keep doing what they did. So let's move you guys out a little bit like so. Vertical down, legs up. Hey, oh, they're standing. First generation, they're standing. Now, they're having some problems. It jumps one time and then tips over and starts kicking, which is what we had happen with our human. Now, why is this? That's the question. Do we need to move the feet a little bit different? Is it off-centered? What's going on here? Because its objective is to jump. Maybe if we move the feet, what happens if I move the feet down like that? But yeah, one of them that stood up. Yep, in level 1. Some of these are, why is your fitness? 12%, okay. Generation 2, 20.73%. Uh-oh, it's getting less fit. I want this one. I want the one that stands up. Like that one right there. Hey, he's standing up. There, he's swaying. That's what we want. We want the swayer. Nope, everyone's just falling over. What would happen if we gave the fella... You know what we should do? You guys want me to play with this brain thing, and I've already tried it, messed around with it a little bit. If I give it 10 layers... Whoa! And then we added, say, 15 to each. Oh, 15. There we go. Oh, yeah. It's getting more neural paths, right? Oh boy. I don't know if this is gonna work. We might blow up my computer. That's okay, it's for science purposes. Okay, back. And now let's close it and let's do 10 seconds per generation. Let's drop this down to 10, just so I'll have a little more impact. Hey! Hey! They're a little bit smarter, maybe? I want this one to be alive still. No, not that one. Not the kicker. Houston, we have a problem. I might need some stabilizing arms. Let's just make a person. Let's try to make a person again. Connect those. Those look good. Now, you guys said you wanted triangles, right? Triangles for stability and stuff. So let's do triangle down. We're going to make like a trapezoid here. And if I connect those, okay, and then we'll put a head on here. Maybe a triangle head. Triangle head. Let's do a triangle. Oh, how about this? The alien. It's an alien. And then we can do like an arm. If I did arms up, maybe, might be better. Let's try that out. That looks good. And then we combine these guys up. We'll need to attach like you to the shoulder. And then we'll need to keep the head on straight too. Maybe. If I do anything in here, it should extract it. And now I'm thinking that this will keep it kind of balanced. Maybe not. It just tips over because it's too heavy. So the gym, you need to be slimmed down a little bit. Let's make you in. Oh no, down one, down one, down one, like that. Maybe those arms are too long. Maybe the legs aren't far enough apart. Let's see if this brain works. Brain does not work right now, or my design does not work. So it looks like he probably needs better hips, which he didn't have at all. So let's give him hips. We can move the bone between here and here and then down. We'll get that triangle working up. And do we need it? I don't know. Let's connect these with muscles first. We can connect those together even though it won't do anything. And we'll see if that does anything. Oh, nope. Still tipped over. At level 1, he tips over. Let's see if he can run at all. Running doesn't work either because he just tips over. We got a lot of these neural nodes here. And I've made it so it has triangle feet. I thought that would help out a little bit, but it seems like they aren't that smart. They kind of crouch down. I'm trying to think if I connect that one up, if it'll help out. So let's do that really quick. We'll do this bone. The problem is it's just gonna be a giant bone structure. And it's not gonna do anything except just stand up, and then it falls down because its crotch is very weak. It's doing the splits now, isn't it? Oh, it's doing the splits. This poor human. Now I'm thinking too, if I connect like that bottom leg to the shoulder on both sides, the bottom leg, which one? This one up to the shoulder, then that'll help it like stay up, maybe? Not that one, he tipped over. Hey, we got one that's standing pretty well though. They slowly sink. Splat. Oh man, I've got one standing. I've got one. Nope, that's not one. This one, he's actually standing up. Could they learn? Oh, best of generation 1. It almost looks like Zoidberg. That's not, I mean, how is this one the best? We got one that's standing, guys. We got one that's standing. There he is. Oh, they might work. This might do it. Oh, I just want him to stand back up. Push. So I think he's getting a lot of fitness points for like flexing down here, being crab mode. I think that, oh, we should just show one at a time. I think that's what they're trying to do, is that it's like grinding on the ground and it's working. I'm gonna try a couple other things. I hate doing this, but I'm just gonna attach here. We're gonna kind of get rid of that knee. And we're gonna bring up his brain some more. We're gonna evolve this brain. What happens if we did 100 layers? Oh, 10's the max. 50? That's a 6. Oh, 10 must be the max. There, let's switch it up. That's kind of off a little bit. It should be even, but that says 10 layers, and then this is 10 at the last one. Anyway, we'll see if this brain evolution causes any difference. Whoa! Whoa, it still did the splits. Probably because it just is slowly falling down. Yeah, that looks painful. See, that's what I want to see. I want to see them stand up and then start jumping, not pull their legs farther apart. So if they pull their legs farther apart, we should probably connect those two. It's learning though. It is learning. Let's connect these two and then maybe the feet. Now, let's just hope it doesn't. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's standing up. They're not slinking down anymore. And we're back to having the same problem of all of the complicated ones, is that it just slinks down. Whoa, let's go back. Just slinks down into its puddle because it can't figure out how to rock. So we've overcomplicated this. We need less brain. Okay, I've got another animal here. Kind of a human. Kind of. My thought is that he's gonna bounce now. Not sure if it'll work, but we'll go in here. Now I did increase the neural network settings to extremely high performance impact. Sure. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. I don't know why it's not symmetric. There's 10 layers. It should be all symmetric in here, but I don't know. Let's see if it'll work. Drop population to 25, 7 seconds per generation. It's what I found to be good at the first level, and we'll see if anything happens. He tips over. Of course he does. What else would a little dork do? And of course, they just want to fall over. Whoa, this one didn't. He kind of wanted to stand up. He kind of wanted to stand. Watch. Oh, it freezes pretty heavy on the regeneration. A lot of thinking going on. Yeah, they want to stand up. They just can't quite make it. Plus, they want to run. So if I go back to the jumping, he might be able to jump. Okay, we're gonna try jumping with him, and they fall over even worse now. Why do they fall over? I decided he didn't need a head. So this might work. Hey, they're not jumping. I'm having a very hard time trying to make a jumping guy, or at least a walking guy. if they fall over right away at the beginning of the first one, nobody's gonna really stand in the end. So I have to say, this is pretty funny now. They just go into straight frog mode. And by frog mode, I mean that they fall into a puddle. Oh, would you? There, oh, see, it just slinkies down. Oh, I don't want it. There, it just slinkies down into nothing. It doesn't try to jump at all. It just decides to go into a puddle. I don't know of a way to make a human work. Like, that, to me, would be the best design I could come up with. Maybe if I move some things around up here, maybe make it like a chest. But I think it's gonna do the same thing if I made the foot longer so it stood on it and then made a triangle back to there. I mean, that's pretty much not gonna be a human anymore, right? I don't know. We'll try that out. I guess that'll be the last attempt. So we'll try this out and we'll see what happens with it. It might do something. Hey, it's standing up. Some of them are swishing their arms. That's what I was hoping for. The arms would swish and then it would kind of lift itself up a little bit. Yep, so our guy is just not doing anything besides just wiggling his arms around. Makes sense. Even with the bigger brain, the 422 nodes of the neural network, he's not learning too well. Just because he doesn't have a... Whoa, there, he stood up. He stood up. I wonder if he'd move eventually. Hey, I think we might have succeeded on making somebody stand. He's standing, he doesn't have enough upward thrust in order to make these things go up. Speaking of which, you guys want me to make a missile. I might try around with some different things off camera between these episodes. Oh, he kind of trying to stand up again. But yeah, making a missile would be very, very difficult. This guy looks kind of cool though. I wonder if I gave him like longer arms that didn't quite reach the ground, if he'd swing himself up. But as it stands right now, I think that's gonna cover it for this video. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our little derpiness of making the bigger brain and evolving the biggest brain. So, I mean, there's not much more I can do for adding on brain parts. Maybe if I, can I do oh wow. Oh, 1,000? Nope, it goes up to 100. Okay, so there's the biggest brain possible. Oh boy. Let's drop the population to maybe 2 and evolve it. Hey, that actually is functional. So this should be the smartest. Hey, you know what we should do? Instead of trying to mess with that guy, let's go back to our horse. Remember this thing? This was the galloping horse thing we made? What? In the first evolution? Oh, nope, he's still dumb. Is this going? It's jumping. We need to go running. And we need to up the population. Okay, let's see how long it takes him to run it. Yeah, see, some of them are going. It's just a mess right now. It looks like the biggest brain is bigger than my PC can handle. It's not working. It's not loading up the next generation. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. Hope you've enjoyed our attempt. Oh yeah, there's the circly. Oh, you can't even see that. That mouse pointer has gone circled. Oh, evolution is not responding. Time to close it down. So guys, thanks for watching. Whoa, it worked. Hey, kind of. That took way too long. Oh wow, evolution 1. It figured out how to run. So guys, thanks for watching and keep your stick on the ice. We'll catch you next time.